Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I'm going to sit and do a crumb chat, but instead of sewing during the crumb chat, I'm going to be actually just chatting and sorting crumbs because I need to do this. And I thought I'll never get it done unless I turn it into a job. So that's what I'm going to do. But before I do that, I want to show you the crumb blocks that I completed after the last video. These are cut pretty scrappy and a little bit crooked, and I'm just going with it because it needs to be fun for me, and I don't want to work too hard at having fun. So I have these on eBay right now. The bidding starts at 1 penny with free shipping, and if you bid outside the USA, you can bid. If you win, you have to pay the shipping. So be sure you know what the shipping charges are before you do that. I just have to point out these little things, and I'm going to use a pointer like a pen, but I don't want to touch it. See this little strip? Where are you? I have to remember that, yeah, right here. I love stuff like that so much. You know, that was a bigger piece. I did not sew something small like that, but then I just sewed something close to it. You know, I can't explain it, but I've showed it many times, and it just, I don't know, I just love stuff like that. And so there's this one, and there's this one. I think the thing is we were using, why don't I have a skewer or something that I can use as a pointer? Let's use a crochet hook. We were using these purple prints that I had, left over from cutting up a fabric panel. So, yeah, some of that is in every block. And here's another thing, look at the little triangle and little tiny squares there. I love it, I love it. A little triangle there too. Next, oh, and some sunglasses there. A little dog bone. See the dog bone? I have a light right in my eyes, so I don't know if this is the right lighting, but this is actually a salvage here on the edge, but it's the same color as, you know, it's the same print as the fabric. So there's 3, we got 6 of them. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is number 5. There's some little fuzzies again, like that. There's pictures on eBay also. I also will have a little slideshow on the end screen at the end of this video, so you can wait for that. Okay, so the next time I do a crumb chat, here's what I thought. I won't be making crumb blocks. I love making them, but it's to the point that I have, you know, maybe just a lot of strips, and I'm having a hard time finding bigger pieces, and I have so many started, so I'm going to be sorting. And I thought next time I could just have an auction for some of the things that I sorted, because I've mentioned that before, that I could just put some beginning crumbs together so that you'd have something to start off with and then just add your own crumbs to that. I don't know. There might be some interest in that, maybe not. So these are the 2 boxes that I've been picking out of for quite a while, but I have many more boxes. And I'm curious to look at some of these because I have bags. See, these are all beginnings. And then I guess, I don't know, some of them might be just strips or things, but then, you know, I have a lot of this stuff going on. All stuff that I want, but I would just like to sort things. Now see, this is like a bigger piece. That needs to be with other bigger pieces, but anything that's already pieced, oops, I had made a boo-boo there. It's like it needed to be flipped before I sewed it. So, you know, but I like these things too, and there's need for these things that are already started. So I'm just going to have to figure out, and I don't like things in bags as much as I do boxes. So I need to come up with some boxes or trays, and at some point I could press these. I'm not going to do that right now. I think, have my iron on though, but I just want to sort. Now see, this could be a piece that could go for sale. it's kind of big. Maybe more looking at, I don't know, things that are like 3 or 4 pieces, or, you know, I don't know, maybe stuff like that. Okay, so let's just, let's take a bag, and let's look in this bag. Now, I think this is going to be salvages or strips. Little strips and salvages, so that's all good. That's good. It's good for crumbs. But I'm not going to bag things right now. Now I don't necessarily need to have salvages separate. That can just be bigger pieces. I don't know. God, I got a lot of salvages here. And I also sell scraps now in my exclusive sales. Maybe I see, oh, that's the thing. I have a hard time decluttering even scraps because I don't know what to do with them. See, I want to keep that. But yes, I've been selling my scraps now in my exclusive sales at just a price. And then if they don't sell in my bulk sale, it goes to the flash sale, and then maybe it'll go to eBay. I'm going to put these aside as salvages. Maybe I'll want to do something different with those. And then, so far, I think only once has something made it out of the bulk sale. They get purchased right away. People are eating them up. You can always consider becoming an exclusive shopper at some point. Now, these are strips. Now, I personally will use strips this narrow for crumb quilting. Not everyone wants them that narrow, but I love them to make strip sets, and yeah, and that all works good. Oh, that's another thing I might enjoy doing, just making some strip sets and then selling those pieces. I just need to stay doing stuff that I enjoy and not stressing out over perfection. The scrap packs that I make have just given me such freedom, and I love it so much. So I'm trying to do more things like that. All right, so strips. These are all strips, and I think that's why they're bagged, because I guess at some point I had decided I would do that. This is really cool. See, I didn't really even know that I had all this stuff. I don't care if they're short strips, long strips. I don't like to sew long strips because they can get like wobbly. I don't even know what I want to say. This is about as long as I like, and even shorter is good. Okay, so maybe I'll make some strip sets for auction for the next video. But what am I doing? Should I just bag this again? And I would need to put the word strips on there. I guess I will do that for now. I'm just going to label them later. I'll know. Strips, salvages. Somewhere, I'm sure I have actual crumbs, and I'll have bigger pieces. Now that I definitely want to keep, and I want that to have its own place. These are all nice pieces. And again, this might be something that I could sell, you know, a few of these, and not have to just, you know, cut into 5-inch squares. Now these last ones, they're crooked and stuff, and I was like, I'm just going to say they're scrappy. And this stuff I just love. I love to just do the piecing. But it's hard to do big blocks because then you need bigger pieces, or you need other things sewn together. It's just, I don't know how to explain it all, but I'm going to put stuff like this, I guess, in one pile. Should I be like concerned about sizes? I don't know. I know there are some smaller things. I'll put smaller like this, see? 2 pieces. That's the beginning of a crumb block. I love this. That's going to have its own pile. It has to. Same here. Little pieces like that. They're the beginnings. Okay, this, I actually would use this. It's a little bit too narrow down here. Okay, so this is what I can do. I'm gonna just cut it there, and I'm gonna keep that, and it'll be baby beginnings. I won't sell those things. Those are too small. I like this for this pile. Yeah. Oh my God. Can you imagine how long this is going to take me? Okay, so right now I have just, these are plain pieces, nothing sewn on. That's going over there, like that, just plain. And these are little scrappy pieces of shit that I probably will never actually use. And there's that there. Yeah, there's a lot going on there, but I'm just going to put that in the, again, the pile of difficult things. This can go here. I'm just happy that I'm going to be, do I want to do that in there? That I'm going to know what I have. Oh, I love stuff like that. See, that's the beginning of strip sets. Okay. If I like it and I think it's very usable, I'm just going to put it here. Things that have nothing attached are going in the singles. They're just single pieces. Bigger here. All right? Do you have that now? Do you understand? This is just a single piece. That's big. Can't go with the baby single pieces. That's the junk. When I say junk, it's just you have to be, I wouldn't sell something like this. I mean, somebody would like to do, add that to a strip. You lay it down on a strip set and you sew, but it's little, it's more difficult. Wow, I like this. Bigger? That's kind of, okay. It's got longer edges, so we'll go with that. This is single. Oh, that definitely goes here. It's a single, big singles, little singles. Oh, I want to do something with that. That needs a home. See, I need to be looking at these things so I know that I have them and I can use them. Because right now, when I do crumb chats, I'm going to put that in this because it's kind of long. I'm just constantly creating new crumbs. That's the junky pile. I want to save all these things. That's there. That's the difficult junky pile. No, I'm going to put that there. It deserves a home there. Nice and long. That's kind of long. Oh, nice and long. Single, baby singles, baby single. Oh, 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 look, 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 look. Like that. And then, oh, I like that. Good. All right, we only have to do this 1,000 more times. I'm just going to keep the piles, and then I'm going to figure out how to take care of those later. Okay, shreds. I'm even selling shreds now. I love that. But again, that's all in my private sales. Okay, I'm just going to cut the sewing line there, and now that's a single. Look at me throwing something away. It's kind of big. It's a half square triangle. And that's a very shreddy shred. Oh, let's see. Maybe I can throw the shreds away because I have boxes and boxes of those. Now, I like the salvage like this because sometimes I like black here and there. Strips. Do I have strips happening? No, we haven't done the strips yet, right? Because, oh yeah, these are strips. So I'm going to put strips in that bag. I'll make a pile here for strips. Oh, we have more salvages. Those can go with those. These are all Lorelei. This is not Lorelei, but it's a salvage. Okay, salvages I'll put there and then I'll bag them. Single. Christmas, but you can get away with Christmas sometimes. If you do something very narrow, it just shows that it's red. But I'll put holiday over there. That's kind of long, so that will work with the bigger stuff. That can go over here. I'm just going to cut that like that and get that off. I don't know how I'm going to figure all this out. Well, this is a little piece of flannel right here, and there's like, I don't know. I don't know if that's, I don't know what it is. It's like, I want to say it's like a bunny, but I don't think so. Look at me actually just putting things like this there. Oh, that one's got some thread on it too. That's okay. This I'm going to throw this away. This I'll throw away, okay? I don't know why I feel like throwing this away too. It's a nice piece. I won't. I'll just cut that off. There we go. He's in the single pile now. Maybe I can, at some point now, do a crumb chat, and in a crumb chat, just use things from this. That would be cool, right? Oh, a little strip set that never got pressed. I like that. I don't have a pile for... nah, I'm just putting it there. We can sort other things as we go. Junk. I'll put that in the junk pile. This goes in the junk pile too. Throw that away. This is fun. Okay, that's kind of long. That will go there. Okay, I like this. And those little pieces. Okay. Even though this is salvages, I can sew something along here, and then without cutting it yet, I'll sew something on this side, and that'll be all narrow, and then I can trim that stuff off if I want. That's the magic. Let's look in a bag. Let's see what we have in this bag. Big pieces. Ooh. I have stuff that's a little bit small in there too, but like I said, it can be added on. Oh, let's put that there. Oh. Now, I think I saved, yes. Did I? When I cut 2-inch squares or 2.5-inch, I do things with jelly rolls now, and these are salvages. They make such good strip sets, and sometimes you have the folds. Let me look. I'm looking to see what I've got. I don't know. Sometimes they're just even little pieces like that, but I can't see what I'm trying to show you. Like there's folds and stuff, but you put those pieces together. Look how cool it is. Look how cool it is. I want you to do that. So anything big or kind of long. Oh, this is going good here because we got all kinds of good stuff. I guess at some point I was oh. Oh, this is awesome. Oh my God. Oh, these are all salvages. See, somebody might want pieces like this. Okay, the longer strip sets, I have to press that open. And again, sometimes you just use, you sew something on to it. Let's say I was sewing this here, you know, like that, and then opening. And then you just cut here. You don't have to use the whole strip set. And then you just have a little bit of this on that. I explain it like I've never explained it before. Oh yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I have a Crumb Quilt Adventure series. Lots of videos, and you'll learn how to do all this stuff. Love this. It's got some flannel, it's got muslin, it's got homespun. All it's missing is denim. Oh yes, and these that I had made, I promise you, I did not start with tiny, tiny squares like that. That's what the back looks like. And I do have a video. I don't know if it's hard sometimes to find my videos, but I might have the link in the description for you. I'll try. I don't know if I can give that up. I like that. Oh, see the salvages in there with the dots? That's really cool. I love looking at these fabrics because I can remember so many of these prints. Ah, where did this come from? That must have been something, just a leftover or something, because that's like a almost completed. Doesn't look like it's square, but okay, this goes here. Oh my God, look at the strip set. And yeah, it was 2 different prints. Look at that. Oh. Joe must be saying, what is she talking about in there? That's good. That's cool. I'm loving this so much. Oh, that's good too. The little starters. Starter. Starter. I think I'll put that one here. Okay. Now put that there. Oh, I love all this. This makes me want to sew so much. Okay, strips. Strips go there. Any kind of strip. Little strip, big strip. Now I'll just go put that there. Here's a single. I'm going to cut the stitch lines. I know some of those still have stitch lines on them. This is like a flannel-y piece, but it's long. I'll put it there. Oh, look at it. Look at, look at. I'll put that there. A single square. Single. I don't want to be doing this with you guys on camera for too long because it takes a while to upload and do the editing. If I record for 45 minutes, I have to watch it for 45 minutes and do the editing and stuff like that. Okay, that's just any strips are going. It's in pieces, but I'm going to consider it a strip. Oh, I like strips like that. That's good strips. Single. Weird stuff. Now I'll put it right here. That one will work. I'm going to call this a strip, not necessarily a selvage. No, I'll put it with the selvages. Oh, strip. That's a nice strip. Again, I must have been doing some kind of sorting. I love all these little single pieces. They deserve a place in the crumb block. They do. Oh, even that deserves a place in a crumb block. Single piece like that. Okay, that goes here because it's long. And that's a little strip, mini strip. I'll put that there. That can go there. That, I'll toss that. All these little singles. Yeah, that's that goes there. Oh. Oh, I wish there wasn't a stitch line there. That's okay. I'll just sew on the other side of that stitch line and we'll have those 2 beautiful pieces together. That goes there because it's little. That can go here, I guess. That's kind of long. This is kind of long. I know I don't really have a good system going. That's little. I'm going to put that in a little, that too. I'm gonna toss that. I just feel like tossing that one. Goes there. And goes there. There. Oh my goodness. I love stuff like this so much. Yeah, that goes like that. Single piece. Okay, this is salvage. This is a different type of fabric, but I like to put the different fabrics in. Sometimes when I order fabric, they slip stuff in that's not 100% cotton, or it's a weird cotton. But that's okay for a crumb quilt, and I don't have to use like a big piece of it. I can just use some, and I just like different textures and stuff. But for right now, I'm just going to put that, I don't know, because it's big and it's odd. Okay, single. Oh, these are nice single pieces. That was a panel that I cut once upon a time. That would be a good one when I like do a, you know, a theme of each block has a piece. So I'll find homes for that. Ooh, look, stuff I can throw away. All right, I'm just gonna finish up this pile here, and then I'm gonna bag things, I think. Okay, this goes there. That's gets a little narrow there, so I'll just cut it there. That can get thrown out. Oh, this is long. That's good. It's a single piece. Okay, that's cool. A big piece here, and it's thin, but again, I'll use it, and that's really cool. Like if you want a sash between two crumb pieces that have a lot of seams. So where's the bigger? Okay, I'll put it with this guy. Bigger pieces. Yeah, bigger singles. That'll go there. Let's just cut that little tiny piece off, and that can go in the singles pile. Strip. Lovely, lovely stuff. Cool strip. Oh, that'll open up to that, and that's a single. Let's make this a single right here. Oh, he's so cute. A little cute block. That's got something hanging on him. Okay, that there. This trash. No. Did I say? That goes there. Okay, this is kind of narrow. I'll trash that. This is good. I'm gonna trash that. I like this guy. That guy didn't ever get ironed, so he deserves a life. I like this strip. I'm going to put that with strips, even though it's a salvage. This is good for there. Let me throw that away out of my... This is good. I can go here. It's got all this stuff going on. That's a single. I don't even know if you're seeing everything or not. That's a little strip. That's shred. Too tiny. Oh, these are pieces that I started on a strip. So I'm going to put that with the no, I'm going to put that unfinished. Here's another. Well, no, that's more like strips. That goes here, and I'll put that there. Okay, there. I can't have too many piles. Singles. What do we have here? What do we have? Oh, that is so worth keeping. This. I really would like to turn all this stuff into, okay, I know I'm going to have other pieces like this that are not finished. I think I'm going to put those aside into their own pile. That goes here. because I'll finish them that way. See, some more here that needs to be pressed and then trimmed. Okay, that's good. Oh my god, it's so cute. I'm gonna keep it. Oh, I love this. I'm gonna have so much fun just taking these little pieces and actual crumbs. No, let's sew them together. All right, I have this much left in this box. I think I did pretty good, and I will finish that on my own, but let's look at this together because it might be magical. I don't know. Oh, look, it's, again, it's strip sets of salvages. Those were when I was cutting thousands of 2-inch squares. So that's gonna go here. Oh my god. You guys must think I'm insane. So I will try to do this again. I definitely want to do this again, but maybe the next Crumb chat I can pick like a pile, like maybe just pick this pile and, you know, start putting these things together, and so that they can start making little crumb babies, right? That might be cool. And then I'll just keep going. And then I would like to have, you know, something for sale on eBay, and I think it might be just some crumbs or some, you know, bigger crumb pieces or just odd things that you guys, you know, I'll have them pressed and stuff, you know, and then you guys might, you know, use them in some of your crumb blocks. And you'll know you had something that came out of my scraps. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Slideshow coming up right now, and the eBay link is in the description of this video. Go see the crumb blocks on eBay, and I have a couple of other auctions at the time that I upload this. There's almost always some auctions up and running, and check out my eBay store, specifically my scrap packs. They're getting popular, and I'm enjoying making them. I hope I can continue to do that. I'll be back with more soon. Bye.